I fasted for Great Lent and it changed everything. I'm a whole new being. I can't even recognize the old me anymore. You guys know that every time I fasted for Great Lent, it changed me completely, right? Like, Great Lent in 2025 finally freed me from my years of lust, addiction, and all that stuff that comes with it. But this time, I'm almost unrecognizable. When we fast, we change because when our bodies are weak, our souls are getting stronger, which means that we're getting closer to God. And when we get closer to God, He's going to heal you. He's going to free you from some chains that have been blocking you. So this is why I don't think that fasting is optional, but I think it is a absolute must. Every guy, every girl must fast. Number one is I was idolizing marriage. Before I fasted, I didn't know I was idolizing marriage. Now, I was seeing so many people, even my friends, even close friends of mine, getting married. Some of them already had kids, right? And I want to make one thing pretty clear. I never envied them. I've never envied my friends who are getting married and getting children and whatnot. So that way, crystal clear. I never envied them. I'm happy for them, and may God bless and preserve their marriage. I was just angry at myself because I was like, man, why are they getting married and I'm not? Again, I didn't have, not because of them. I was not jealous or angry at them. I was so happy to hear my friends are getting married. Bro, this is something really beautiful. And I was really happy. It was just that I was sad because, well, where am I? Like, why am I left behind, God? Right? I was also angry at God. I kind of felt left behind. And I kind of felt that God was ignoring me, which is obviously a lie from the pits of hell. God does not abandon people. God does not forget about you. He never forgets about you. In fact, He's constantly working for you. But it did kind of make me angry because I was single against my will. And this is excruciatingly painful, guys. This is not just me saying it. I literally Googled it. You can Google it yourself. People who are involuntarily single, involuntarily single, describe their pain as excruciating, which means the most horrible of feelings. So this is no joke. Being single against your will is no joke. It's really painful. However, we should never idolize marriage. As painful as it is, nothing is more painful than being separate from God. This is the ultimate reality. And this is also what marriage is here for. Marriage is not the end goal. It is just something that points to the eternal marriage between us, the church, and God. You may not want to hear this, but at the end of the day, marriage is just a temporary thing, like the earthly marriage between us humans. When we go to paradise, when we're with Christ, we are eternally married to Him. There will be no more marriage. And I know this sounds super scary, right? This sounds super scary. Like, what? But Robert, I want my wife. I want to have my children. And you are going to have them. You're just going to be siblings. You're not going to be a family in this sense, in this earthly sense no more. Why? Because marriage will never make you truly happy. Yes, it might make you happy for some time, maybe for years, and hopefully it will. But the end goal is the eternal marriage between us and Christ. The eternal bliss that is awaiting us in the world to come. And I did not see that. I only saw marriage, and I want to have children, and why don't I have children, and God please do something, and God please help me become a better husband, and all that. Fasting completely changed that. Right now I see the marriage for what it is. It's only a sign. It's an arrow pointing to the eternal marriage between Christ and the church. And that is what I'm looking for right now. This is where my focus is right now. Not all the time. Sometimes I fall back, but I constantly remind myself to go back, focus back on the main goal, which is paradise. And that is what marriage is. It is a sign, not the end goal. Not that I don't want to get married. Absolutely not. I do want to get married, and I do want to have children. As many as humanly possible. But this is not the end goal. This is just a temporary thing. It is a beautiful thing. It is a wonderful and good, and it's holy, and God created it and called it good. But it's not the end goal, brother. And I think many of you guys, and me too, me included, just like I said, but so many of us fall into this trap. We fall into this trap of idolizing marriage. So yeah, that was one thing, and I cried during the Great Lent. I was praying to God and I said, I'm sorry for idolizing marriage. I'm so sorry for putting marriage over you. While I was sobbing, and my tears were running, and my nose was running too, but God helped me set my focus straight. Number 2 is, before Great Lent, I was extremely nice. Like, it is not even, like, that is no joke, bro. Like, I was trying to be politically correct, right? I tried to please everyone before Great Lent this year. And while it is good to, please other people as well and be in harmony with them, I kind of overdid it. I've kind of overdone it. What I mean by that is I was trying to be nice. I tried not to hurt anyone. I tried to be as diplomatic as possible. And I wasn't as much able to say no as I am now. Right now I'm way more stronger and way more mature. I feel much more mature than before Great Lent. Now it all happened, thank goodness, right now, because as you guys know, and this is so much more beneficial, I'm way more direct and more honest because I'm less diplomatic. If I don't want to hang out with someone, I tell him that with love and respect, but I tell him if I'm not interested in a product or something that people are trying to sell me, I'm stronger and more capable of saying no thanks and just leave or hang up the call. Because I have some people who are trying to sell me stuff. I think you guys can relate. This is not rare. It all happened. I realized this when I was making, I posted a YouTube video about which Bible to pick. And you guys know that I read the Orthodox Study Bible, and I highly recommend you read this Bible. And I'm not going to go over the details, but it is way more accurate than the 99% of other Bibles out there. I'll have it linked up here. And I had a guy commenting. I had many hate comments on this too. Like, I think that was the video with the most hate comments I've ever gotten, because many people were doubting, many people were disrespecting orthodoxy, and I even had one Jew who commented on it and tried to disprove the Bible that we are currently reading, the Orthodox Study Bible. And instead of trying to be nice and please him and be very kind, I was more direct. I was so direct, I barely even recognized myself. It was so strange. Like, I was like, dude, is that me? Yo, I completely changed. I was way more direct, and I corrected him without trying to please him without trying to be super duper nice. Obviously I was respectful, of course, but when he was wrong, I exposed his lies. And this is something that is so beneficial. Like it really saved some nerves. And sometimes I'm so happy. Sometimes I think like, dude, I'm more direct than ever, because I also cared a little bit too much about what other people might think of me, right? And right now I don't have this anymore. Like I want to please God, and I don't care anymore about what other people think, or much less than before Great Lent. And I'm like, dude, I was so happy. I was so happy that I was finally able to leave this diplomatic Robert behind and be more direct and just to the point. Number 3 is I'm way more disciplined. Right now I have a fixed schedule and I have a fixed plan of when I'm going to train. And right now I can't really eat because I'm still fasting. Still there's 1 week left. Oh man. But before Great Lent, I used to, skip a few days. I had some days where I wasn't training, some days where I was training, and it was a total mess. And I've also gained a little bit of weight, but that's not, that's nothing new. That's actually, it's something that happened a little while ago, where I've gained quite some weight. I used to be 75 kilograms with 15, 14, 17% body weight, something like that, body fat percentage. And I hate this. Right now I don't know where I am because I don't have the measurement anymore, but I guess I'm somewhere like 20-ish something, which has freaked me out. And right now I'm at 80 kilograms. 80 kilograms, guys. I've never been at 80 kilograms, never in my life. This is the first time in my life that I'm at 80. Man, I've gotten fat. But don't worry, I'm not going to show it to you because I want to save you the eye pain. But right now I'm kind of a new me. I'm kind of a new Robert. Right now I'm more like way more disciplined than I used to be before Lent. So thank you, Jesus, for that. Anyway, guys, that's it. These are the benefits that I got from Great Lent. Thank you so much. Big shout out to Jesus. Thank you so much, my God, for healing me. It were only 3 things, but these 3 things can change so much. Like the 3 tiny changes, but a big difference. A completely new me. I do not recognize the Robert that just started Great Lent. Right? Also, Happy New Year to all my Assyrian friends. There was the 1st of April. There was a new year for the Assyrians. And also Happy New Year to my beloved Assyrian family. Happy Easter, guys. He's risen. And please, I'm so curious to know what you guys have gained from Great Lent. So what are the top 3 things that changed in you? Or maybe the top 1, whatever. So what is one big change that Jesus made possible inside you? What is one change that you guys made? And what is one thing you can be grateful for to Jesus? Let me know down in the comment section. Otherwise, like, subscribe, and God bless you guys.